The commissioner cited a toxic environment and the unresolved political crisis in the state as reasons for the resignations. They were among the commissioners who first resigned from the governor's cabinet last December in the wake of the political crisis in the state, but were readmitted into Governor Fubara's cabinet following President Bola Tinubu's intervention. All right. So that was carried in the news, and I did speak to one of the resigned commissioners yesterday. Someone who was hardly in the news, and he told me that he would not want to come public because one, he has no grudge against the governor. However, his loyalty lies with the FCT minister. I'm not going to call his name, but he said that the inability for the actors in this drama to differentiate between politics and governance is what has caused some of them to resign now, so that because it will be absurd, it will be stupid for a commissioner to be fighting a governor. And that's what he said to me. Those were his words. So it happened yesterday. I was just citing that to tell you that the political drama is not ending. But to my big story, INEC has now decided to step forward, given the fact that the political drama is unending. It's just every new day there is a new chapter to that book, to that drama, to that literature, and it's something we need to study many years from now. I hope it's not erased from history, so that we learn the lessons that we need to learn. But the story goes, National Electric Commission, or the Independent National Electric Commission, INEC Chairman Mahmood Yakubu says the commission is waiting for the courts to determine the status of the lawmakers who defected to another party in Rivers State. Professor Yakubu said this at the second quarterly consultative meeting with media organizations held in Abuja on Wednesday. He said there are 32 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly as elected during the 2023 general election, and the commission has no business, underline that, the commission has no business with the resignations of the assembly members. He said those resigning should address their letters to the clerk of the assembly, not INEC. Professor Yakubu said INEC has been bombarded with letters from those emerging as speakers and even the PDP urging the commission to declare their seats vacant. The INEC chairman said the commission is aware that the matters are in court and will wait for the pronouncement of the court to act accordingly. He, however, listed Kana 2, that's Kana Constituency 2, of Rivers State as one of the 4 state constituencies across the country that are vacant. He said the commission would announce the dates for by-elections into the affected constituencies as soon as necessary modalities were completed. So I guess maybe this will give some kind of insight to the arguments that have been ongoing for a while, including yesterday, the 4 o'clock hour, when we had two guests, lawyers, esquires in the studio arguing Section 109, subsection 1 and subsection 2. So I'm hoping this gives insight, because like I've always tried to say, and like I've always tried to tell you, the matters are in court. It may not necessarily be automatic, because there are certain sensitive actions that have been taken that the court will need to define on. For instance, the position of the speaker who also defected. INEC is saying it's not automatic. They won't just automatically step in and make things happen or declare seat vacant. He said, you had the prof there. He said he has received the letter from the first speaker, or the first person who emerged speaker on the factional side, Edison Eye, and the second person who has now emerged, Victor Okojumbo, and there's nothing INEC can do about it because the seats are not vacant up until the court says so. That is, if the court says so. So that's where we are currently, and I hope it puts to bed for now the debate as to the vacancy of the 27. I hope, once again, because according to INEC, the only vacant seat in the Rivers State House of Assembly is that of Kana 2 State Constituency and the person who represented that constituency died sometime last year. All right, let's quickly now move on to the next big story. And the next big story has got to do with some statement made by the governor not too long ago. I think in the flag off of the road projects, in Amok area, and Governor Fubara telling LG chairmen to behave, mind the actions. He said, mind your actions. He said, mind it, behave yourself. You probably must have heard that during the news updates. River State Governor Similar has charged the local government chairman to mind their actions as their tenure remains a few days to elapse. The governor said this during the flag-off of the Elele Amok Road today. Now, the governor warned against hurting anyone in the guise of supporting any politicians. Hey, don't hurt anybody. Everybody behave yourself. Behave yourself, yeah?
So I'm advising those people who call themselves local government chairmen. You have a few days in office. Conduct yourself. Politics will come, politics will go. We will still live our life. Let anybody not deceive you. If you deliberately hurt anybody in the course of maybe expressing your support, nobody will forgive you. You will pay for it. So I'm begging everyone, please conduct yourself.
All right, so you heard the governor there. Everybody conducted, and I feel like this is great advice. Peace is the path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. I guess that's the message of the governor. He has been on fire, firing shots. Saying a couple of things in the past few days, but today, I think he went back to his rhetorics of give peace a chance. Let's be peaceful. Let's have peace. And he said, "Oh, please do not take this fight. Don't fight for any politician, not even me. Because if you take this fight too far and you get into trouble against the law, you flout the law, you will be made to face the wrath of the law." So, what do you make of that statement? Your time, but sometimes I like to read in between the lines. When he said that their time will soon elapse, is it really? The Commissioner for Information has said it's not the governor who would hold local government elections. But I can't help but ask the question: does this in any way mean, or is he inferring that local government elections may not hold anytime soon? These are questions begging for answers, right? Oh my! Does this in any way mean that, because usually the elections will hold before their time in office elapses, and then when their time in office elapses, they would know that they're gone for good, because it's either they would have lost the election or, they would have been done with 2 terms. So, is there in any way and some insinuation that, the local government chairman may not have local government election in any time?
We are back. This is your number one talk station, Nigeria Info.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, that happens every now and then. So yeah, get used to it until we figure out a way around that stuff. But what I was trying to say is, are we seeing no local government elections anytime soon? And if yes, what do you make of that? What do you make of that? Because I'm wondering what the reasons are as to why local government elections have not been held thus far. But let's see. Let's hope that good reasons out there. But let's move on now quickly to our third big story. And our third big story has got to do with the federal government, Labour, and the organised private sector. Very wonderful news broke yesterday evening, and federal government proposed 48,000 naira for minimum wage. By the way, I should tell you, just in case you came out from under the rock, that Labour is asking for 615,000 naira, just so you know. 100,000 plus 100,000 plus 100,000 plus 100,000 plus 100,000 plus 100,000. Then you add 15,000 on top. That's 100,000. And then FG comes out and says, no, see, what we're going to give to you is 48,000 8,000 naira. And Labour went into a fit. Labour said, no, we no go agree. God forbid, we no go agree. And TUC, NLC, everybody's shouting. By the way, for the organized private sector, they are offering as minimum wage 56,000 naira. Yeah, that's how the negotiations went. 56,000 naira. So I'd like to get your thoughts on this one as well. What do you make of it? What do you make of it? All right, so yeah, it's time for me to open the phone lines. Remember, you can send me audio and text format messages via WhatsApp to the number 0809030646. And you can call me live via the phone line 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003 and 0817-923-0007. I would like to hear from you. We're live on Facebook, Nigerian for PH. We're live on YouTube, Nigerian for PH, and we are live on, or we're active on X and interactive as well. Now, what I do not understand, this side comment, not necessarily a part of our conversation, is why, on my journey yesterday to Imo State, I passed almost 30 checkpoints, police checkpoints along the Rivers Imo State Road. I'm wondering. Anyways, I thought I should put that one out there because I would not have been able to breathe if I didn't say that. I'm wondering why we have as many checkpoints on that road. A distance of like this, and there's another checkpoint. Anyways, to the phone lines, let's see. Hector has got a voice note he has dropped. Let's listen to him.
Good afternoon, Chief K. Hector. Yesterday, 5 commissioners resigned from the Governor Fubara cabinet. I think it's a sharing news. If he cannot face the heat, he back out from the kitchen. If you know that consciously you are causing distraction in your place of work, the environment is no longer friendly for you. You are no longer comfortable. There is no good working relationship between you and your boss. You back out. You back off. I think that is the right decision to make so that history will have a good record of you, that you were not forced to leave. You did not leave disgracefully. You leave out of your own will. So it's a good news, and kudos to those commissioners who left that yesterday.
All right.
And on INEC is insisting that there are matters in court concerning the defected assembly members in Rivers State. I think INEC is right in their position. Yes, we all know that the matters are in court, and INEC cannot do otherwise until the court decides the matters before them. I think what should be praying for, let the court has to relate the cases before them. They should stop delaying the cases. Now that everywhere is getting tense up, the court should do the needful by accelerating the matter so that we all know where we belong. Right. INEC is waiting. Rivers people are waiting for the court, and it is a court that is now delaying this matter.
All right, if you can
let them do the needful.
The hit, he said.
Thank
leave
you from Hector.
The kitchen. I've got Cookie Gam from Rumolumeni. Welcome, Cookie Gam. Hello, Cookie Gam. Are you there?
Kalata, good afternoon, my brother.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Father, I heard the INEC chairman yesterday say that it's only Ghana that he said the court to decide the matter of Rivers State. Yes, I agree with him. I can remember that the court headed by the Rivers State had given injunction restraining Amaiwule and his members, not surprised as members of House Assembly, pending on the termination of the suit filed against them. So in the eyes of the law now, These guys will not put themselves in.
That's not what INEC said. That's not what INEC said. INEC said once all the court cases are done with, then they would know what their next move is. That's not what INEC is not saying the ex. I'm listening.
The rule of the court. By High Court.
But when you say you're making my job very difficult when you cookie gam.
Of the court judgment, they should wait till the 9th of May
cookie gam
to decide the state, the River State.
Cookie gam.
That's number one. Number two, Canada.
Okay, all right.
The governor said nobody should fight for anybody in River State. Yes, I want to beg River State youth. Nobody should go and die for any man, anywhere. Just don't die for the die. Your future is gone. I love this governor. His advice, how he talks. I like his super Canada. I don't know how I have gotten to this governor of Princeton because in all this crisis, he has maintained goodwill. So everyone should keep behind this governor. Let's give him this 4 years first.
All right, then.
All
right, Cookie Gam, thank you very much. I've got to go. I've got to go. Don't forget, I've got from Port Harcourt Township. Real good. Welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Good afternoon to you, Chief K.
Good afternoon, Real Gift. It's been a while.
Tell you what's in my mind.
Okay, I like to hear.
I'm not afraid of any suggestion of you. Down the side of the Chief K.
Yeah.
When it comes to this issue, we are told in my community that only those who work during the night understand the orders of the spirit.
You say so every time, yeah.
So if INEC comes out to tell me that as it is right now, it is only one vacant position in the River State House of Assembly. Is it possible that the persons are working in the night? Because they acknowledge that the cases, there are a plethora of cases in the court, and yet they still take the decision or give us the verdict of that still waiting the ground. Is that not, how do they call it? Is it subjudice or prejudice? I don't know now. I'm not educated.
Subjudice.
Thank you very much. I make a good room with people who go to school. Now, that comment from INEC for me, I think is wrong. It's to come out to tell us that why a lot of the elections have not taken place or whatever by election is because there are cases in court. Not to come and tell us that it means that indeed INEC already themselves know say that section. Is it
Section 109?
109. Now. They are taking their own stand.
No. Let's look at it. Real Gift. Now let's talk now. Let's look at it from the angle that the plethora of court cases are all courts of equal jurisdiction. There is none. I think apart from the one that one that has gone to appeal. Almost all of them are at the High Court level. So could it be that INEC is looking at it from that angle and saying, you know what? I mean, we can't just select one, and these are courts of equal powers. We can't just select one and say, okay, this is the one we would follow. So let's wait an appellate court sits on this, or the NJC sits on this, or maybe that's where you're looking at it from. Have you thought about it from that angle?
That's why I agree with you on your line of thought. If indeed it is a thought of INEC, but my word is this: they are telling every time on the board that there is no vacant seat. That means INEC on our own part has already interpreted that section 109 that is the whole issues in River State.
Okay.
And in terms of the judiciary, that means indeed, like I've said before, the judiciary is the reason why the dog has not been killed yet. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Real Gift. I've got to move on now. I've got Chief Origi from Bogu. Chief Origi, welcome.
Hello there. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Kalada, sometimes ago, I think I told you that when you are dreaming and you didn't eat well, or you have fever, you will dream a very fast, big dream. Just like you don't own a bicycle, you dream by an aeroplane. I'm talking about the NFC. How can you be earning 30,000 and you are now requesting of 615,000? Where is it possible? These people are planning to put us into problem again. At least they should talk what will be possible as the government will do it. They are a part of government. The NIC are also part of government. And they are trying to deceive us by telling us that they will pay them 615,000. Is it possible in Nigeria? It will come to pass one day, but not now. Then secondly, let us allow the court to take its decision on the matter of the House of Assembly members of defense. We are not court, we are not lawyers. Not the lawyers that are discussing are political lawyers. Leave them. Let the court take his course and tell us what is the real case and what is the meaning of why they go to court. Anyhow, if a lawyer comes to announce in the radio or do anything, don't mind them. They are political people.
Not really. Not really, Chief Origi. I might not agree with you. Some are just concerned. Some are just concerned about the activities in River State. Trust me, I interacted them, so I know.
Yes, we are discussing the peace of River State, but the way some lawyers are analyzing what is happening about the lawmakers, they should know that the case is in the court, and you don't discuss a case in court until when the case is over. Are they trying to force a court to do what is not necessary? Even if you know that there is a section that has discriminated their resignation, fine, but let us forget about it and wait to court.
All right, Chief Origi, thank you.
To fight where there is no fight.
All right,
the governor, for me, I think governor should concentrate on leadership.
Okay.
Forget about who is ranting, who is doing this. Let him concentrate on leadership because nobody is in his office.
All right, thank you, Chief. Nobody. Chief, I've got to go. I've got Jude from Omuma now. Jude, welcome. What's on your mind?
Thank you. The commissioners who resigned and the reason given, they can't work in a toxic environment.
Yes, they said so.
Let me cite in the workplace. We say no one is indispensable. As they have resigned, work will still go on. So I'm happy that they resigned. Now with the reason they give, toxic environment, let me still go to workplace. When we appraise people's performance, there are key areas that take very high percentage. Ability to work in hazardous or toxic environment, it carries very high percentage. Secondly, another one is working with less supervision. Now they have told us they don't have the capacity to work in a toxic environment. That means they are not prepared to serve Rivers people. You can't go to work expecting to smooth place. No. So it's better they resign. Work will still go on. It's even going on better in River State.
All right.
Now, Governor, 5 people that can work in toxic environment to serve River people and place them there. And what goes on? My take.
All right, thank you very much for that take. Jude says that's his opinion, is entitled to be. But let's look at some messages. Kalada, anyone taking Governor Fubara for granted will be greatly disappointed and severely dealt with. I pity those insulting the governor because the paymaster can protect them. Secondly, NLC Jocelyn Foundation annoys to cash out Ogu June Justice. Let's take a listen.
Kalada, good afternoon. I'm Ogu June Justice. The 5 commissioners that resigned yesterday is a show of shame. And this has vindicated the statement credited to the governor, who says that there are deliberate attempts to sabotage his administration. So that proved that these 5 commissioners were just a move planted to destroy his government. But it is very, 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 very shameful that the learned people will just pay a loyalty to an individual and not to the state. It is too shameful. I remain Ogbonjone Justice.
All right, let's listen to Ezekwere Henry and let's hear what he has to say.
Good afternoon, Mr. Kalada. I'm Wakata from Ozoha community. INEC breaks silence on the controversy surrounding the former River State House of Assembly member led by Honorable Martin Amewu and others. I think the INEC, what they did is to remind the Martin and Mehule group to be steadfast and put their house in order that election will come. Because INEC knows the implication when it comes to section 109 of the Nigerian Constitution regarding the controversies surrounding the House of Assembly member. who just vacate their seat based on their defection to APC. For me, I see it as a wake-up call. They should put their house in order. That the election will come at any moment once the court decide. I think is what INEC did, and also to show the world that they know what it takes when court decides on the set problem.
All right.
Secondly,
secondly, quickly.
Governor Fubara warning or charging these local government chairmen to be mindful of their utterances and way they behave, that their days in office are numbered. I think it's also a wake-up call. They should know what they say, because as he said it, election will come and go. We River State will still remain. So, for me, let peace reign.
All right, let's take a listen to Frank. Frank from D-Line, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Basketball.
Yeah, good afternoon, Frank.
I want to react on the comment made by INEC Chairman, telling people that is waiting for the court judgment. Because INEC Chairman cannot do without Supreme Court judgment. It's not what people think. So if at the end of the day, Supreme Court will rule and say that the defeated lawmakers, they are not lawmakers anymore, the INEC Chairman will ask for first election. But for now, the Supreme Court have not said so, and the matter is in court. I know the INEC Chairman is right for him to say so. And I want to tell everybody who has been saying that INEC Chairman is wrong, or they are not lawmakers, they should wait till Supreme Court says so, because I know that it's only Supreme Court can determine. It's not even a appeal court. Once Supreme Court says so, INEC Chairman will implement it. So let everybody follow INEC Chairman. This is my comment this afternoon. Thank you.
I mean, everybody may or cannot agree with INEC Chairman. Ida from Inkoro, welcome.
Yeah, Kalada, I greet you specially.
I agree with you right back. Welcome.
First of all, I want to thank the commissioner who resigned, because they don't open door for me.
Okay.
Kalada, we be honorable Ida from Inkoro. Very soon, you come for my swearing in, Commissioner for Works, so that I'll be able to tackle Trans-Calabar Road for Calabar people. I want to tell Alabo George Kerry, say, it is any loving people, if for no resign. If for dead there, walk that work for people of Calabar, make the road finish, do it well. You go celebrate them, then go leave, go resign, go Abuja, leave the work for another person. So I tell and say, as I come in, I tackle everywhere.
All right then.
All Calabar kingdom done.
All right.
I love people of Calabar.
All right.
Inkoro is Calabar. Calabar is Inkoro. I want to thank the governor of the local government chairman. Particularly, I want to see where they cause my governor.
All right. Thank you very much, Ida. I've got to move on now. Let's look at this one. It says, the big story is INEC breaks silence on controversy over Rivers Assembly. INEC should have maintained their silence. Their broken silence made no sense at all. Truth is, we are in this mess because of INEC. INEC, as presently constituted, is an ill wind that blows evil tidings across the country. The good people of Nigeria will never forget their role in plunging us into this perennial darkness. Nigeria shall rise again as in the days of OBJ, Yaradua, and the inimitable Dr. Goodluck Jonathan. God bless Nigeria. And that's from Newton Ikire. All right, let's read some more messages. Let's go this way. This one says, I perused the response of the Independent National Electoral Commission Chairman, Professor Yakubu, and what he has said. And from the statement of Professor Yakubu, some statement made by him, I disagree, because he can't tell me that there's only one vacancy in the River State House of Assembly, INEC. Okay, I think there's supposed to be a full stop there. He said, INEC is not in the position to tell well-meaning Nigerians who know the position of the law concerning this matter. They should wait until court decides or come out with their judgment. So INEC is either here nor there. Sam from Port Harcourt Township. This was this afternoon, Kalada, my brother. If 1 naira is 0.00065 $1.59. What is the evidence that Nigerians are in suffering? Demand cost inflation will take over Nigeria if we don't invest more in agriculture and other mineral resources. Agricultural science should be practical even at secondary schools, universities, towns and villages. What we take in is the major problem now. Okay, Otto from Buguma. And by the way, Otto just reminded me that as part of the 48,000 naira, conversation, food inflation rose to 40+%. Yeah, so food as recorded or as done by statisticians has become more expensive and is now at 40+%. Wow. All right, so maybe Labour's got a good argument, talking 615, but I'm wondering if it would not worsen the situation. This says, good afternoon, Kalada. It's not necessary for the commissioners to give unnecessary excuses about their resignation, saying it is because of toxic environment. Let them just go so that I, Honorable Ida, can also become commissioner. All right, Ida, your message is noted, but let's take this one from Ibiso.
Rivers matter again. The governor advising local government chairman not to hurt anybody. To me, it's not a bad thing. If anything you are doing, tomorrow you see the repercussion. If you leave office today, you still be in Port Harcourt, the same street, the same area. So it's not okay for you to maybe use advantage over somebody that's not going in the same line with you. You can argue and go back home and rest, but maybe using your position to oppress that person. Tomorrow you will not know the position that person will handle, and you are from the same village. So I don't think you live in the sky. The person is living in the village. So it's good you maintain status quo. Now 5 commissioners resigning. To me, it's not a strange thing. If you are working with the governor and you are working with clear mind, he will do things that the governor, with his vision. The former governor said that if you are not 100% loyal to me, he was insisting 100%. And now these people that are working with the governor, they are loyal to the FCT minister. I cannot kill somebody that is working with me, that every time we hold meeting, you go and tell the FCT minister. It's not possible. Now, can you work with Tinubu and maybe Buhari recommend you and you'll be loyal to Buhari? It's not possible now. Let us not deceive ourselves. Other people are waiting on the line to take this job. We have professors, we have technocrats, we have different people that are qualified. So when you give a space, other people will come in. To me, even if I resign December, to come back, I will not come back for more integrity. Because I say some of them say health challenge. So you are coming back now, that health challenge is solved. So let us not deceive ourselves. Let Rivers State move forward. That is my own concern. Because if Rivers State move forward, the thing will affect me positively than you. Now Rivers State is in the social media. Channels, television, Arise, TVC, they are making good money from Rivers citizen with all this drama that is going on. So let us focus on our state. I want the governor to continue to do things that will affect everybody. Thank God that he want to flag up the Trans-Calabar Road, the main one, the second phase. He want to flag up and he pass through my community. It's an advantage to me. Thank you, my brother.
All right, Ibiso, thank you very much. Ayo says, hi, Kalada. The political crisis is becoming unbearable to the private investors. Sim and Wike should hold their sides. The economy of the state is going down drastically, and it is happening. As for INEC, they have the final say. Ayo Mike, thank you very much. This one says, President Tinubu's government is full of propaganda and promises. It's 48,000 naira minimum wage, the living wage promised Nigerians. Let the minimum wage not be like the refineries. But he earlier said, I'm happy the governor is sounding the way a man with authority should. What is more toxic than the resigned commissioner's actions? It is quite unfortunate how adults are tied to someone's apron string. What reasons will they give to their children if they ask them why they resigned? Odimegu Sonny Didia from Omerelu with that one. All right, let's take this and let's listen.
Good afternoon. My name is Emmanuel from Ewofe. I remember last time, former Governor Wike, he said when he was inaugurating his commissioner, then he said he need 100% loyalty, 100% in his cabinet. If you remove one, you will go down. So why are you now picking commissioners for another person and believe they will give the person? I know one of the commissioners wanted to do good, but he will not allow them. The infighting will not allow them. For Miss Aguma, that woman does not qualify for anything. The only qualification she has is the husband.
All right, we don't talk like that on the show. So when you say she does not qualify for anything, I would have to cut you short. No, come on, no. On what grounds are you saying she does not qualify? Have you gone through a CV? Have you gone through? Come on. Let's not do that on the show. All right, let's see this. So this was Mr. Kaladaka reports about the fresh wave of commissioners' resignation. This is a step in the right direction because no good cordial working relationship between the governor and the resigned commissioners. The remarks made by Governor Fubara in view of local government council chairman is a good step. Let them be well and mellow down. Few days to the end of their tenure. I want to take Clinton West. Okay, I'll take this one. Let's listen to this fella.
Good afternoon, Kalada. This is Pastor Olushola Rotimi in Igboeshe. So, concerning 1 year anniversary of our governor, I want to thank God in his behalf, and I thank everyone that is working with him faithfully. And the scorecard of our governor concerning his reign, I want to give him 75% upon attack from left and right, here and there. Governor is still commissioning projects, flagging off the project. I thank God for him. He should keep it up, and I pray that he will have record of success completely. God bless Canada. Thank you so much, Pastor Ritmini.
All right, I've got a commercial coming up. Shortly, but can I take another? Yeah, I think I can try to take this one from David.
Good afternoon, Mr. Kalada. What is happening in River State beats me hollow. We are the grass. We suffer it most. Frankly speaking, what INEC said is in order. We have to wait for the court to take decision. But the 27 members fired themselves on the leg from my own point of view. Though they are saying they suspended the current third speaker. But to what avail? What are we actually going to arrive at? When are they going to give us the good dividend of democracy we've been clamoring for in this state? Well, the issue of the governor advising the local government chairman, as he's giving them that advice, let him take his own advice. The choice of words we use every day matters in life. The person you spoke to the words to may forget.
I've got to go. I'm sorry. Commercial.
You're tuned to your number one talk station, Nigeria Info. Back to the show.